Hopefully I can be heard. I know nobody's around. Hmm. Hmm. Well, I see somebody. Who was that? Max. What's up? What's up, Max? How are you? I'm rusty. I am rusty at lives. Okay. I see two. I see three. I'm good. What's up, Drew? I see you decided to pop in. Did you get the post that I was going to go live in about 10 minutes, but it's actually been probably 30? I'm only, it's just a snack. I just ate. I just uploaded Burger King video. I'm just snacking on garlic and butter croutons. Croutons, oh, I should be looking y'all here. I forgot. Okay. Croutons is the featured in the very first video I ever did on the channel. A plate of fucking croutons right here. Oh, I see, Drew. All right. And Rochelle is here. How are you? I haven't been live in a minute. And look at this. I want you to look at this. If you're trying to curb carbs, sodium and stuff, look at them. Tell me if you can see that. Can you see that well? I don't know if y'all can, but AJ Solis, what's going on? Hello. Oh, sorry to hear that, Rochelle. Oh, what's going on? Are you just is it just under the weather type thing? I'm eating pasta, salad, Italian pinwheels, and pickles. Ooh, that's that's an kind of an odd combination, I think, right? Ooh, excuse me, y'all. Too much live streaming. It's my own fault. Well, wait. How are you sick? How does live streaming made you? How has live streaming made you too much? I can't get my question right. How has the live streaming made you sick? Parker Teague, hey, how's it going? I don't think I know who you are, but it doesn't matter. How have you guys been doing? That's what I want to know. On my channel, too much. I have a cough and fever. Oh, okay. I don't know that I was aware that you had a channel all this time, or maybe it's just been a while since I've seen you. But okay, I don't think I ever knew that. Maybe that's why I asked the way I did. Justin Noble, I remember you. I know, right? I have not. I feel rusty. I had to get my phone, the tripod situated like this because I don't like filming like this. But this is the way I guess I had to. I used to do it. Man. Mm. Well, you guys, Rochelle is Canadian, has a channel. Check out her channel. Not now. Talk to me now. Do it when I'm done. Choose. I'm gonna be in Chicago in July. I need recommendations on where to get a deep dish. Max. Um, I am going to say the obvious things like Giordano's. Um, Personally, I love Gino's East, Lou Malnati's. Um, I'm sure there are other places that I'm not thinking about, maybe that I haven't had, but those are three just right off the top. You can't go wrong with either of those. So, come to a live, and it's been a while since I last saw you do one. Could you help me fundraise for my mama? I can't do that on the channel, and I don't know that I'm familiar with you. I don't know that I can help you fundraise for your mom. Not here. I am. Have you still looking great, man? Beard game still strong. You know what? I had to. It was longer. I had to trim it. Um, it was like about here, and I had it for a long time. For those of y'all who maybe didn't know, I had a stroke about 2 months ago, 2 or 3 months ago in January. And when I was in the hospital, uh, I didn't have access at the things I usually would use, like, shaving equipment and stuff like that. My beard, coloring my beard and all that. So when it was growing, this part, it was growing kind of nappy, just kind of nappy and dry. And I said, you know what, we're gonna trim this off. So it's hopefully it'll come back sooner because personally, this is just me. I feel like when it's this way, I feel like you don't see how fat my face is. ah, hit the thumbs up, you guys. I forgot to say that too. Thank you, Rochelle. Another signature spaghetti vid coming to. Not anytime soon, Drew. The. I have to watch the eating. Hi, choose. Always love your videos and personality. Find myself going back to some of your vids, even 9 years back. I'm wishing you good health and continued success. Thank you so much. I merely jest. Thank you so much, and I'm glad to hear that you are going back because I have been posting, resharing, reposting older videos like a big dog. I keep looking down here. I should be looking up here. I'm so sorry. I told y'all I'm rusty. But yeah, I've been posting older videos like a big dog. So yeah, I appreciate that continued support. Okay, Michael, I don't know that I'll do it here or can do it here, but I will try to remember to do it. Or why don't you make a comment on my latest video? Dip out of the chat, go into my Burger King video that I just uploaded, leave a comment there, and then I'll try to access you here. I just am not familiar with your name at all. Or I'm sorry. I'm glad you're here, but yeah. Oh, I don't do ASMR. I just act stupid and laugh at myself. I'm there for the girls, gays, and theys. Oh, okay. All right. Cool. Max Dorrington. Okay, thank you. It will be my first time and looking to try different places. Yeah, I can't even think of anything else other than those. Those are the ones I like the most. I haven't had pizza in a long time, and actually have developed a bit of a craving for it, but I have not yet. This is me with pizza. I know y'all are not like this, but this is me with pizza. Because of the fact that I am trying to cut back, like my Burger King video that I uploaded, this was a cheat treat for me. So I'm decided I'm gonna treat myself once a week. Um, when I think about pizza, though, I feel like all that cheese and grease, like it's gonna clog up stuff. I really like. I want to be in some kind of fighting type shape. Why am I looking here? There's nothing here. Choose. Right here, boo. Right here. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I told you it was rusty. Oh, no worries, Rochelle. I didn't know anyone who I've posted about my health situation in previous videos. You guys might have to look look back, look back a few videos, maybe a month or two ago. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate that. You know, I've been praying for me too. I think my issue now that I feel is, it was really touch and go when it first happened in January. But the thing that I feel the most now is that all this weight and the weight being on my spine, on my disc, my lower back, that's where I feel the most discomfort. Being on my feet on a prolonged on a prolonged period of time. You know why I keep looking here? I think y'all know why. Because when I make videos, this phone is turned this way. And this guy is always here. That's why I keep looking here. Okay, anyway. Yeah, sorry. I was saying that that's what I'm feeling the most. I also have some kind of congestive heart failure or issues that when I walk sometimes, if it's a long period of time, or like today in physical therapy, a personal triumph for me. So the therapist had me carry a tote with a couple of weights in it. It was heavy, but not as heavy as you might think. And I had to walk around this perimeter twice. I didn't think I was going to be able to do it, but I wanted to give it a college try because, one thing I noticed in therapy where I go, um, it's really inspirational to see some of these people who don't have use of all of their extremities. It's freaking amazing that these people are hauling too. They're doing the best they can with what they got, and these trainers are there. The therapists are there to help them. Um, so I said, I get to carry something around. If that's all I gotta do, like I can walk. If I can make one lap, just pace yourself. It's not a relay race. Go around a second. And I was getting out of breath, because my body ain't used to it. So, but I did it. I did it. But post stroke, the thing that I'm feeling the most is lower back issues with walking around. Okay, let me see what y'all saying. I know exactly what you mean. It's all about the angles. Yep. I just like you with my beard too. Okay, I'm just like you. I'm just like you with my beard too. Yeah, it's just kind of like I when I first trimmed it, I was like, "Oh God, I hate the way I look." It just looks so flat. Like I was so used to have this little extra here, this extra layer or dimension or whatever you want to call it, and then I shaved it off, and it was like, sorry. I like older vids. No, Suave Boom just I think he shared one of his older videos or a short of it. I think it was for his mom's chicken tacos, and it's still a classic with people. His peeps always want him to make or do those videos, so it's like classic with him. I know Drew wants the spaghetti. I'll have it at some point. I just can't do it right now. Um, I'm now like I wanted to start back at the job on April 14th, but I don't think it's going to happen. Um, and the reason I think it's not going to happen is because I need clearance from my last doctor, who's way out in Wheaton, and I just emailed her this afternoon after my therapy session, my physical therapy. And I was explaining all of this to her because I told a bunch of people, I was like, I want to start back to work on the 14th because at that time, my sessions will be done. My physical therapy sessions, I have like next week, I have two more physical therapy sessions to complete. After that, I'm thinking I would be in the clear, but I'm thinking that the clear was going to come from the therapy place. It's going to come from the last doctor that saw me, which is way out in Wheaton. I don't have a car. I have to depend on friends to get me there. I don't want to do that because my friends are doing things, they have things they got going on, you know, at this point time of the year. So the weather up here, it's like mm, it's dreary, kind of cloudy, not rain, but a little chilly. Probably upper 40s. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Divyakant, Divyakant Jotania, Jotanaya. Welcome, welcome from India. That's cool. I know I screwed your name right, and I apologize. Now I can look down here because I'm reading your comments. I always look at the camera, not the wrong camera too. Yeah. No sirens yet, but shout out to Dan S. Dan S hasn't been around. I've done a couple videos, and I've not seen Dan S around. I've shouted him out, and oddly enough, no sirens in the Burger King video. Weird. And on the way home, I had to take a Lyft car on the way home. Um, I was wondering what's going on. It's like 12 o'clock. I'm wondering what's going on with the traffic. Why is there so much congestion at this hour? This is not what do you call that? Like um, you know what they call it when it's traffic after 3 or 4 o'clock. I forget what the hell that's called for right now. Anyway, um, and the driver is telling me there was a Cubs game, and I was like, oh shit. Oh, I hate that. I didn't know there was any kind of Cubs anything going on today. Hey, bro, you should try butter chicken. I know I've had it before, but I haven't. You know what I have not done is Indian food, Indian cuisine in quite some time. Um, but I know I've had it before. I'm just not clear that I've had it in the channel, but that's a good recommendation. I have a siren problem too, but I live near a fire station. I hope you would. Butter chicken is so yummy. Do the therapists say anything about using swimming to get in shape? You know what? They have not told me anything about it. I know, but that's supposed to be really helpful. Only problem is I can't swim, and I don't want to ever do it. So there you go. Even chicken tikka is delicious. I've had that before. Okay, I don't know about that. Take your time, choose health is important. Yeah. Long time lurker here. You remember ASMR Guti. I guess your name is T. Yes. I remember ASMR Guti because I came across a video of mine where I dedicated it to him, but I didn't watch the video. I can't remember why I was shouting him out or whatever, but it was ASMR Goody is in the title. So maybe one day I'll look at it. I don't know what I was talking about with him, or I don't know if he was going through something or whatever the deal was. Rush hour traffic. Thank you. That's what I was trying to say. Rush hour traffic. I was in the car, like I'm sitting in there. I'm like, what do you call this traffic? What do people call it? What is rush hour, fool? Hmm. Ooh, take care of yourself, and I don't know if you take medicine, but get that fever down if you can. Thank you, I appreciate it. And you guys go check out Rochelle is Canadian's channel. It is not an ASMR channel. Has Luke made a video in a while? I think um I feel like he was making videos, and maybe it's been a month or two. I know he was making them though. A few guys are doing videos. Twilight ASMR, even comedies Justin. I always say his name wrong. Um, he made a couple videos, I believe. ASMR Bro is still doing videos. Um, what's his name? Oh my God, Bubble Whispers is doing videos too. I wish Ignited. I know, me too. Got a hot day with some Tylenol. I wish Ignited would start back. Yeah, Gourmet is on a whole nother plane. Well, he may not do videos again. If he does, it'll be along with whatever his venture it is. Now I know he had a book, and I know he was on somebody's show. I don't know if it was Tamron Hall. I can't remember, but I saw him on a show. He has a book out. Justin, I gotta run, gotta go pick up my son. But you do, I promise I'll be on and get my twin brother on too. So glad you're back. Thank you, Justin. Take care of yourself. Have a great weekend. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate it. Annabelle, hello. Hello, hello. I'm a little rusty in the live. Sorry for voice to text. Oh, no worries. I can kind of make it out a little bit. But yeah, this was decent. I don't have to be on for too long. At least I can, get my feet wet a little bit and remember how to navigate my tripod and flip it around. And um, you know, it would be, I guess, more engaging if I had a more, if I had a. Oh, look at Drina. Drina's here. Hello. How have you? Oh, you're up here, Drina. I have to remember that I'm looking down here to see who's coming through. I've been all right. I'm hanging in there. How are you? Why do you have health problems? I had a stroke in January. I have a health problem or had a health problem. Um, I'm recovering still from it. Um, but it's really due to being overweight and all of the videos I've done, and even not the videos, just really poor eating, you know, off the grid, day to day, and not really being a strong advocate for my health. I can admit that freely. There are a lot of people like me who I believe rarely admit that um, they haven't been the best advocate for their health. And that was me. You know, some of us, you have to have something, land at your doorstep for you to realize. For me, it was sliding out of my bed and onto the floor. That's what happened to me. And couldn't get up off of the floor. So imagine, it was my day off work. It was on a Wednesday. My bed, my mattress situation, because I'm a big guy, the mattress is kind of at a slant, and I slid off of it. The shock of falling on the floor, it wasn't hurtful, but the shock of it happening, like I couldn't believe actually fell off of the floor. What kind of sleep was I getting? Well, anyway, I was trying to get myself up and I couldn't do it. I was on the floor for about an hour. And when I eventually did figure out how to, while I was on the floor, I'm trying to use my peripheral vision for some reason, and I'm seeing blurry. I'm blurred. And I'm like, what's that? What nonsense is that? Hour later, I wake up, I take a shower. This is all kind of slow movement, but I'm doing it, right? I went downstairs, and in the back of my mind, subconsciously, I'm thinking, I'm going to have to go to a hospital, or I got to let somebody know what happened. My neighbor, my coworker and friend, he comes into the building, and I'm telling him what happened to me, and then I'm trying to find the words to express it to him, and I can't. I'm searching for the words. trying to think of the word that I'm thinking of to have this conversation with him. Certain things came out, but not all of it. It was so agonizing. If you've, I don't know if any of you have ever had a stroke. Um, it's scary, but I'm so blessed to be here. I can't even tell you how blessed I am. I'm blessed to have a good friend. You know, I don't want to talk about that too much, but and for the benefit of those who didn't really know, like my situation, like when it happened, what happened, that was basically it. And then, he was like, "Come on, we're going to this hospital in our neighborhood." Was what he kind of walked with me over there. I was not in a state, and then at a certain point, it was gibberish, and that I don't really remember, but he remembers it well. I guess I was fading in and out, but every other thing was like gibberish. It's a crazy thing. Let me see what you all are saying. Mm, shout out to big booty guys on the prowl. Whatever. I'm glad you're doing better. I'm doing well. Thank you, Drina. I'm glad you're doing well. Are you kind of lazy person? I mean, you look so fit. Um, Perhaps. I mean, I am perhaps lazy. I wouldn't even call it lazy. Um, but I don't know how do I look fit? Because I don't think I'm fit. I look beautiful. Is that what you mean? You can be lazy and still be beautiful. Choose, do you like traveling? Uh, Not these days. My daughter, she's 5, and I love to watch your videos. She was really concerned when she found out you had been in the hospital. Oh, she's really young and 5 to be watching my videos. Wow. I've got some, it's heavy, kind of heavy subject, but I'm okay. I'm glad that she was concerned about me. I appreciate that. This thing happened with me a month ago. I can feel you, brother. Well, it's not easy. Um, but, I have a chance to try and rectify some things. So it's still a blessing. I have use of my limbs. I have use, I'm not paralyzed from the waist down. Some of the people in my therapy sessions, I see them working hard and, they're in wheelchairs. I didn't have any of that. The doctors, when I was hospitalized, even said that they I was improving really well, like rather quickly. And I was like, Azaro, I see that popped up. Thank you so much. Oh man, I'm glad to hear the full story now. Oh, Azaro, you didn't hear the. Okay. I have not been caught up on everyone's videos. I hope you're doing better. But thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay? Lord knows. Okay, what's it say here? Hold on. Take care, Drew. Thank you for coming through. Oh, I see, Annabelle. I say that. I just hope you didn't take offense to anything I said. My I When I record videos, it's usually not like for kids, because I do that as a safeguard because I don't want to. I might say some curse words and stuff depending on what I'm talking about. So I'd rather just keep it, not uh, safe or whatever for kids. And when you said she was 5, I was like, oh my God. Thanks again, Azaro. I'm trying to figure. Okay. I didn't think I would be 12 or 13 people. That's really crazy. I literally just finished watching your new video, so I'm glad I caught your live and reach out to you on Instagram. I haven't been, oh my God, I can't even remember the last live. You know what? I wonder if the last live video I did, I wonder, I'm not clear about this. I did a live where I was eating edibles. I was having edibles. And this was the third time that I was having an edible or two. But this third time, I didn't reach out to my friend who made edibles for me. The first two videos I did, she had made like Rice Krispie treats and cookies or something like that. And I did them in two videos, and I felt fine. Had the best sleep I ever had. And, I got a nice little, high and giggly and all of that. In fact, if you'd like to, if you'd like to see either of those videos, the playlist that I've created for them is called the Chubby Brother, or Chubby Brother, or Chubby Brother. Okay. The third time, this was when I went to a place in the neighborhood, and I thought I knew what the hell I was doing. So I bought two different things. They were both about $10 or $20 each. But because they were small, like a candy or a cookie or something, I figured, oh, there's not going to be any milligrams. I should have sought out some kind of assistance. I should have. Because after that video was over, y'all couldn't really tell, but I felt I had to end it. But y'all didn't really feel it at the end. I just knew it was time to go. I'd been on for probably over an hour or something like that. When I ended the video, that's when the shit hit the fan. Oh my God. My heart was racing out of anxiety attack. Big time. Heart's racing out of control. There were multiple things going on, and I said, okay, I've never felt like this before. Why am I feeling this way? I called the ambulance. I panicked and called the ambulance. I said, okay, I'm gonna die. You may laugh at this. Now, remind you, this was, how many years ago would that have been? A few years ago. A few years ago. I can't remember the exact year. But ambulance came. My knees were like my knees were like water. Like I didn't know how I could walk out of here, but I made it down. I locked the door, made it down to the lobby. They had me in a wheelchair or something or other. I thought I was gonna die. I had never had a panic attack. Never had it before. Mm, mm, mm. Never again. I think that was the last time I did a live. mm. Okay, let me see. It's only a brief watch because she's seen me watch you. Oh, okay. Your story tells that you're a very good fighter. You won in life, bud. Well, thank you. I wish I could try to figure out how to say your name. Divyakant, did the doctors give you any advice as far as the stroke? Um, yeah, they gave me a lot of medication. I take several medications. Um, I'm on that. It's on a timetable, and you know, walk around, walk, walk. Um, lay off of all of the greasy foods. I know that those are the things that derailed me. I know that. No one needs to tell me that. I get it. Sometimes when you are in your 20s and your 30s and your 40s, you just kind of coasting through life. You don't think anything's going to happen to you until it happens to you. You hear stories all the time about things happening to people, and you never think, oh, or you might have a pain in your body that you're used to. It's just that. Oh, yeah, I go through that all the time. It usually goes away, it's sporadic. Sometimes whispers become screams. And right now, a good friend of mine said to me that my biggest challenge now is going to be listening to my body instead of my mind. My mind wants to do things, but my body tells a different story. My body, I'm listening to it when it says, you need to sit down. Don't, you're not like 44, you're 54. You know, you need to sit down. We need to sit down. You've got all this weight on this disc in my lower back. That's like I told y'all, that's what bothers me the most. Yeah. So doctors have given advice, but I've heard it for years. Now, whether I ever, followed it is a whole nother story. And I will, don't get me wrong, because I don't want to repeat any of that. I don't want to repeat falling out of bed. I don't want to repeat having, I think it's called asphyxia or something like that, when you can't speak or can't find the words, or you're gibberish, that type of thing. I don't want to have any of that happen. Although the hospital, the nurses treated me exceptionally well, I don't want to go through that. Some of it was really humbling. When you're in a position and someone has to clean your ass, while you're they're giving you laxatives. They were giving me a laxative at the time, and they had to wipe me down. That's a humbling thing to be, a grown man of cognizance, and people are wiping you down. I could not do it. I applaud those nurses, not just for me, but for anybody they have to do that with. Um, but I am eternally grateful. I will say that. Even said all of that, I don't want to go through any of it again. Do you think that was my last live, Drina? I really think it was, because I vowed I would never, and I haven't. I haven't touched the edible since then. I did not want anything happening to my upper respiratory again. And the moment that I knew, first of all, they treated me like shit in that hospital. Not where I work, but the hospital I went to, that I was driven to. This was around COVID. Unless you had COVID, they were not really trying to put. Even though I felt like it was an emergency. They said it's not an emergency, because the bitch ass driver was telling the nurse at the attending nurse or whatever she was, um, at the desk, oh, it's not no big deal. These guys, these people, take edibles and they think they're gonna die. And I'm sitting up here in the wheelchair. I'm thinking, yeah, it's fucking Sherlock. I did feel like I was gonna fucking die. Oh, asked for a drink of water. They wouldn't give me a drink of water. They would not come out and give me a cup of water. I said, no more of that hospital. It's right in my neighborhood. Never doing it again. Never. I don't want to be in a situation where I have to go there. Thankfully, I have a job that I can take a cab or something to. Wasn't it the last life where you had a bad trip? No. Well, that's what I was just talking about how I got off the end of the live, and that's when everything happened. No, not generally anxious. You don't get to watch these kind of life lessons. You mean, oh, you saying you don't get to watch these kind of life lessons? Is that what you're saying? No, literally, we feel untouchable. We do need to listen to our body and get better habits. I'm telling you, I'm not trying to preach to anybody. Um, I just know I'm thinking about myself and how, all the jobs that I've had making videos like a big dog. So we're talking, okay, so my channel is, I've had this channel for 10 years, 10 plus years now. Um, Even when I post the old videos, just the scrolling, 10 years worth of videos that I've done, the foods that I've eaten. Oh my God. Now listen, I loved it. Full disclosure, I enjoyed making those videos. I enjoy food. I enjoyed chatting with you guys, feeling like, you all are with a friend and you all are getting out your meal or whatever it is you're eating, and you're having a just chilling, just watching me talk shit or whatever. But when I think about when I think about the shit that I ate, oh, oh, you know, at the time I wasn't focused on any of that. Foods were wonderful, pancakes, dripping syrup and butter and sausages and big ass home run in pizzas and Portillo's double cheeseburgers and gyros and pizza puffs and oh. But in all that time, you know, I didn't need for anyone to tell me how I was slowly eroding my body in one way, shape, or form. Yeah, I would get up and go to work and get up and do this and do that and blah blah blah. And but I enjoyed it at the time. You just going through like Drina, like you're saying, you going through life. You just coasting through, thinking that was gonna happen. I didn't say I was invincible in my 40s, but 20s and 30s, oh hell yeah, couldn't tell me nothing. If you how much do you weigh and do you feel you want to? I weigh a lot. If you think I'm going to sit here and tell you exactly how much I weigh, you're crazy. Sonny Babla. First of all, hi and welcome. But no, I weigh a lot. We just put it that way. I've heard that people in USA lives a lovely life. Is that the reason for these kind of things happening to people there? What kind of things? What are you talking about? How do what? Who are you? You know what? I don't know what your. Why do you think people in the U.S. have lonely lives. Oh my God. Have you gone on Instagram? Upload Instagram and you will see how lonely the people here in the US, the lonely lives that they supposedly have. And what kind of things happening to people? Are you talking about what happened to me? Or you mean in general? PCH? Listen, what messed me up, remember, the first two times, the first two videos I did, no problem. First time had the best sleep because that's what I was needing. And my friend, a woman I used to work with, we still connect with each other. Um, she hooked me up. She knew I had a low tolerance. She told me to do it slow. The things with me, another thing that messed me up. Well, first of all, my ass shouldn't have went to the uh, the pot shop, okay, and bought these edibles and didn't ask any questions, figuring they were small, that they wouldn't be that effective, thinking that they would be a dumbass move on my part. But see, that's when you're listening to your mind. I listened to my mind, and my mind acted like it knew what it was talking about. Now, I'm not going to say, oh, you fucking edibles, you edible users, you're this. No, I know that there are people with a much higher tolerance. I know that they don't fuck with people like that, but they can trigger those attacks. But if you've never had one, I'm sorry, that would be me. If you've never had one, then yeah, that would freak a person out. It sure freaked me out. Absolutely. I've heard that people. Oh, we did that already. Okay. Well, Fred, I'm about to leave. It was nice catching up. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, if that's why I don't eat the things that I eat now when it's not a cheat treat week or day. I should say day. Um, you all would not like the stuff that I eat. We're talking grapes and fruits and veggies. It's really good, but that's the stuff that I need to have. My first time taking edibles, I took two on a Friday evening, and the high lasted until Sunday. Oh no. Oh, death punch. I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine. Didn't you think about health when you were weighing? No. Like most people, you just live. Like I said, you just eat and you live. And you think you're invincible. Like younger people always think they're invincible. It is what it is. I bet it was. I bet it was. If you had, ooh, that's like a Viagra type of edible. Just, oh no, I couldn't do that. I'm glad that never happened to me because I really would be going crazy. I probably wouldn't even be able to work or anything. But you guys, you know what? Almost an hour for me, and now I have to use the bathroom. So I'm probably gonna go too. But I'm glad that I went live. I didn't think I would see many people that popped up today, but maybe because I haven't been live in so long, maybe that's what happened. So I appreciate y'all coming through. Thank you for your words, your conversation, all of that good stuff. And I will see y'all soon. Okay, now let me see how I'm going to do this. Am I going to do this way? I didn't mean to put my hand in the camera. I'll see you guys. Thanks, Death Punch. PCH, appreciate it. Annabelle, appreciate it. You guys have a good one. Have a great weekend. Bye.